Have you ever felt like the part you were going to play in a play or the position you were going to play on a team maybe wasn't good enough? Well, that's what our story is about today. Hi, I'm Lisa. This is Lyla, and this is Lilly Belle. And our story is about half note. That's right, half note. The Note Who Faced the Music. It's written by Lindsay Bonilla, and the pictures are drawn by Mark Hoffman. Let's find out what's going on with half note.
Half note didn't feel whole. She watched from the side of the staff as quarter note and eighth note jumped and jived to a toe-tapping tempo. "Music to my ears," applauded composer. But half note pouted. "Why do they get to have all the fun?" "We'll be in the next piece," said whole note. "I'm sure of it." Half note sighed. "I hate having two beats. Why can't I be more like you? You're so confident. And you can fill a whole measure." Whole note swelled proudly. "I can't help that I'm so big and beautiful. Not everyone can have 4 whole beats like me." "You're not helping, whole note," scolded quarter note, still bouncing as he returned from the rollicking riff. "Composer says we're all important to the musical staff. If it makes you feel any better, half note, I'm only 1 beat, half your size." "I'm even smaller than that," chimed in eighth note. Half note's stem flopped. "But you're so quick and upbeat, and you get a cute little flag." "Oh, give it a rest," said whole rest. "You'll feel better after a nice long snooze. I always do." Within seconds, whole rest and the others were snoring. But half note couldn't sleep. "It's time to face the music. I'll never measure up. The staff will be better off without me. Goodbye," she whispered to her friends. The next morning, composer sat down at his desk. His head was full of mesmerizing melodies, riveting rhythms, and sensational syncopation. He pulled out a fresh sheet of paper, stared at his staff, and let out a high-pitched scream. "Where is half note?" Natural yawned. "She was here last night, but she was acting very unnatural." "I agree. She was flat," said Sharp. "Flatter than flat." "I think her tone was sharp," said Flat. "A little too sharp, if you ask me." "Enough! Stop arguing!" cried composer. "Half note is missing, and we've got to find her. Prestissimo! Fast!" They searched above the treble clef, below the bass clef, and in between every measure. No half note. Just then, 2 16th notes strolled by on their way to rehearsal. "What are you doing?" they asked. "We're searching for half note," said whole note. "Have you seen her?" "We passed her on the bridge," they said. "She was going solo with a strange sack." "Oh no," shouted quarter note. "She must be headed to the coda." "But the coda is the end of the line," screeched the other notes. "We've got to stop her." Composer rifled through his stacks of sheet music. "We'll never find her in time." "You're right," said quarter note. "But maybe there's another way to bring her back. What if we play her favorite song?" "Impossible," said whole note. "It's full of half notes." Composer's eyes lit up. "What a brilliant idea! Line up, everyone. I'm going to need each of you to fill in where half note should be. Ready?" "Ready," said eighth note. "But I have a feeling we're going to sound pretty bad." Quarter note smiled. "Exactly." Half Note had heard composer's cries and knew the other notes were searching for her, but she tuned them out. They don't really need me, she sighed. 2 quarter notes can perform my part without a problem, right? Her heart pounded forte, like a bass drum. Well, this is it. I don't know what's waiting for me at the end of the line, but... Suddenly, a familiar tune struck a chord with her. It's my favorite song, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Only it sounded offbeat, awful, downright dissonant. Wait, piped up Half Note. That's my part, not whole notes. Hey, why are quarter note and eighth note playing there? I belong in those spots. They are ruining my favorite song. Somebody has to put a stop to this. Half Note hurried back as fast as she could. Accelerando. What kind of arrangement was that? Composer, how could you let them sound so cacophonous? Composer shrugged. What else could I do when I'm missing one of the stars of the musical staff? Me? Half Note puffed up proudly, feeling noteworthy at last. I'm done singing the blues. Jazzed to make music with her friends again, she swung into place. Let's rock and roll! As the music swelled to a crescendo, composer applauded. Bravissimo! Whole Note agreed. We don't sound half bad. Half Note never did feel whole, but she didn't mind. She was an instrumental part of the musical staff, and no one could play her part like she could.
So what did we learn? That really every part is an important part. And I don't know about you, but I learned a lot about music today. There's more about music in the back of this book. It's called The Note Who Faced the Music. Thanks for joining us today for Storytime on the Back Porch. Be sure to subscribe.